Hi guys, welcome to Autobright. It's Kev here with another product information video. So this one is a very eagerly awaited product. We've been working on this one for quite some time and we are really happy that it's now ready for release. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about our Ceramic Shield range of ceramic coatings. So what will this offer over and above a standard sealant or wax? Well, basically the ceramic coatings offer a long durability, semi-permanent hard layer finish. So they are resistant to swirling, scratching, light scratches, chemical resistance and abrasion resistance as well. So the difference between the two, so first one I'll show you is our Pro, so that's our 5-year coating. Now this one has got a hardness rating of 9H, which basically means it's resistant to light scratches and swirling. It's chemical resistant as well. Ceramics in their sort of general nature promote self-cleaning. It's hydrophobic, gives you really good depth of gloss. So it's got a high ceramic active content, which basically means it's a little bit less easy to work with. So we recommend this more for experienced users or people that have used ceramics in the past. They're not particularly difficult to work with, either of these coatings, but obviously the Pro one, it's called Pro for a reason. It's recommended for experienced users. So we've also got the Lite, which is the white one, which is in the white packaging. So the Lite coating is a user-friendly coating, so it's suitable for beginners, people with a little bit of experience in applying things like SaO2 products and some of the other light ceramics. It's a 3-year durability coating. It's got a 3.5H hardness rating, which means it's resistant to light swirls and abrasion. It's not quite as resistant as the Pro. It's also high gloss, it's easy clean. They both got UV resistance, and they are both flexible coatings as well. So what do you get in the actual package? Well, so the Pro and the Lite obviously come in the same sort of package. So they come in these really lovely foil block boxes. So they're really nice. They've got the specs on the back. So if you want to look and decide which one you actually require or which one meets your requirements, you can look at the list of benefits that they both possess on the back. So in the box, you're going to get a 30mm of your chosen coating, so that's the Pro or the Lite. You're going to get one of these handy application cards. So these have got all the application instructions that you're going to need on one side. On the other side, they've also got a quick guide to maintaining your coating and what products we recommend that you use to maintain your coating's long-lasting effects and its high performance. You're also going to get a applicator block for using with your micro suedes. And you're also going to get 3 micro suede applicator pads as well. So what you get in the box should be enough to do probably 2 cars. We recommend you change your suede applicators at least once during the process. Sometimes you may need to do that more. It depends on how good your prep was and how clean the vehicle is. Obviously, there's a lot of steps that you need to go through to prepare to use a product like this. We will be covering those in a separate video. But for now, you want to follow me through to the bay and I'll just give you a quick rundown on how to apply these products. Okay, thanks for joining me in the ceramic bay. I'm just going to show you how to apply. I'm going to show you how to apply the light coating. The Pro coating follows a similar procedure. I will go through the differences as we go. But first, before we apply any sort of ceramic coating, you need to make sure that the vehicle's adequately prepared. So the panel that we're going to do has been machine polished, so it's defect free. We're now just going to give it a final wipe down with Prep It, which is our panel preparation products, and degreaser. So just take one of my microfiber towels. I'm just going to spray the panel I'm going to work. Now normally I'd recommend using 2 towels for this, but because we're only doing this one section, I'm just going to flip it over and use the dry side just to buff it. So that'll dry off and give us a nice, smooth, clean surface to coat. So remember guys, when you are applying a ceramic coating or working with any types of solvents, we always recommend that you wear gloves. Also as well, if you're working indoors in a non-well ventilated area, we would recommend with working with any solvents to wear facial protection as well. We're not doing it here because we've got a nice extractor fan, which is taking all the solvent fumes outside the actual ceramic bay. So if you're working indoors, just remember to wear the adequate protection, okay? I'm going to grab my suede applicator on my block. Now, I've already mounted this to the block, so if you look, there's 2 slits either side that you can use and tuck your suede towel in there, or you can just hold them along the sides of the block. It's entirely up to you, based on the preference. So, to start with, I'm going to apply normally 4 to 6 drops to prime the applicator. So I'm going to evenly space those either side of the applicator, so I've got product almost to every corner of the app. Okay, so we're going to apply it to the panel. Now you want to do an area that's roughly 40 by 40 centimetres or 15 by 15 inches. So I'm going to start from top corner and I'll bring it down. Use nice overlapping movements. And then I'm going to use a crosshatch pattern on there as well. So now we've applied to that area, we're going to leave that between 30 and 60 seconds. Now that depends a lot on temperature that you're working in and the relative humidity of the air as well. So we've left it around about 45 to 50 seconds. Now I'm going to take one of my 2 towels. So it's a 2 towel process to remove most ceramic coatings. I'm going to use this one just to level the surface. So where we've got these lines in the coating, that needs to be leveled and smoothed. So I'm going to use this one just to do that. So you always want to buff from the outside in. So from an area of larger than you've actually applied the coating, to make sure you're not going to leave any residue on any adjacent panels. And now I'm going to take my second towel just to buff. So I can see there's a few little marks just at the top there. So I just want to buff those and make sure that we've completely removed the coating. Okay, and that's it. So no more difficult realistically than applying one of the equivalent sort of SiO2 based sealants. So it's more difficult to apply than something like supersonic. Where the difference comes in is the cure time, and obviously the fact that this has got to be left to cure now for at least sort of 12 hours, preferably 24 hours indoors if you can. With any ceramic coating, the higher the content of the ceramic, the active ceramic in there, the longer it's going to need to cure to make sure that the coating's at its maximum hardness before it's exposed to the elements. So we wouldn't recommend washing for at least 7 days after a coating has been applied. Now, any coating can be, or any of our coatings can be accelerated by using infrared lamps or heaters. That will accelerate the curing time considerably and make sure that when the vehicle does leave, it's actually fully cured. But we do recommend at least sort of 12 hours curing time for the Lite, 18 to 24 hours curing time for the Pro, if possible. So what I'm going to show you now is what you would then do for your next segment as well. So where a lot of people go wrong with ceramics when they're applying them is they will apply to a section and then they might start on the second section, but they might miss the bit in the middle. So it's a good idea if you can keep a mental image of where you've worked to. I mean, I can actually see where I've worked to there and the difference in the gloss. So I want to overlap into that next section. So for the next one I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a thin line down the middle of my applicator. So where I worked to initially was up to there. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I overlap to where I know I've already coated. And then exactly the same process, backwards and forwards. Don't need to apply a lot of pressure, you're basically just moving the product around. I'm going to go down to the front and then I'm just going to go cross hatch in the opposite direction, making sure that I'm overlapping on each stroke. Okay, and that's that one done. I'm going to leave that for a few seconds and then I'll come back and buff that off. Okay, so I'm just going to use my levelling towel. And again, I'm going to start from outside the area that I've actually coated and then work my way in. So I'm pushing any ceramic coating into the panel that I've just coated and not the other way. Then I'm going to take my second towel, so this is my buffing towel, and then easily just buff straight off. So again, I'm buffing an area that's larger than the application area just to make sure that I've not pushed anywhere else. There's no harm in just going over it a few times just to make sure you've actually got everything. And obviously then it's a good idea as well to check afterwards with a light source, so such as our sort of detailing torch, just to vary the light angles to make sure you've not missed any, there's no high spots or there's no ceramic residue remaining. Okay guys, so thanks for joining us. Hopefully you've enjoyed this look into one of our most eagerly awaited products. Now, if you're interested in one of the towels that I used during this video, these grey buffing towels, these are now available on the website as well. Ideal companion for removing these ceramic coatings or any of our other products, sealants, waxes, polishes, things like that. Really soft, edgeless as well. Fantastic towel. If you want to know more about maintaining your ceramic coating and how best to look after it, what products to use, take a look at the cards included in the box. So you get these little application cards. They've both got application maintenance guides on the back, or check out the website. There's also detailed description on the website that tells you what products we recommend to use to maintain it and what you can actually put on top of your ceramic coated vehicle. Okay guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you again with another product information video really soon.